We welcome on behalf of Doon International School, Srinagar, the legend cricketer. The Kashmiri are very involved with the cricket, although there is no international cricket being played at the turf of Srinagar anymore. But we know how Sanath Jayasuriya changed the gear of the one-day international into T20 format. The Kashmiri who are known for the cricket and the legends of the cricketers, अगर वो बड़े से बड़े क्रिकेटरों को भी जानते हैं, if the Kashmiris are knowing the Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, they also know how Hasaranga is playing. So because of Sanath Jayasuriya, I was told by some parents down here, he said that in 1996, the way Sanath Jayasuriya was playing along with Kalu Vedharna and the spinner wizard of Murli Dharan and Dharam Sinha, it was a balanced science and he is not watching cricket anymore. A parent told me just downstairs that Sanath Jayasuriya is the most reliable cricketer we have ever seen. Before going for the questions, I would request everybody कि आप अपना अपना क्वेश्चन उर्दू में पूछ सकते हैं, कश्मीरी में पूछ सकते हैं, के पास आन क्वेश्चन टू मी, उसके बाद ट्रांसलेट करके मैं अब शौकत साहब चेयरमैन से गुजारिश करूंगा कि वाज़िब तौर पर हमारे आज के मेहमान का वेलकम करें।
अस्सलाम वालेकुम जी। I'm so thankful आपने अपना वक्त निकाला, you have spent your time, precious time. You know, Doon School Srinagar has always been in a position to call international players, beat it last time, they want more, you have been covering him also. This time, Mr. Sanath Jayasuriya, a great legendary cricketer, as you know, he's having a lot of fan following. He has seen himself only how much the people of Kashmir love him. And I have been touched, sir, by your presence here. I'm so touched that you visited this valley, because the valley, in this valley, what we have seen, very less people come over here, very less international players come over here and interact with the media or students. The main aim, sir, was one, the small library. It was to be inaugurated by Mr. Sanath Jayasuriya, sir. Second, the talent of the students, as you know, we have always nurtured the talent of the Srinagar. In particular, not only Srinagar, but the students from other parts of the this district used to come last time when we had started in our academy, cricket academy. It was a great success, and this is the school where we provide swimming coaching, swimming classes, cricket, football after the classes are over. And this library is also particularly meant for the students who can come here after the school. That means they can enjoy this library after the school hours. That means after midnight they can stay here, they can read the books, they can enjoy the books. We have a lot of collection of books. So I am myself a sports person. It has been a passion. Always I am trying my best. This is just a beginning. Last time Mr. Dev Watmore and this time Mr. Sanath Jayasuriya sir has been here, and in the coming future I would like to bring more cricketers. He's tired also. We can keep the questions specific. Thank you.
Start.
Yeah, Sanath, have you been, interacted with any local players?
Not really. I just came from the airport. I just came straight to the school and just came for this function. And it's a lovely place. And like Mr. Khan said, the chairperson of the school, and I interacted with the parents a little bit. I had a small word. And after this press conference, I'm going to speak the cricketers who are playing here. And it was nice and opening this library and exhibition. And there are quite a few things have been organized in this school, and I'm very happy to be in Kashmir and also in Srinagar.
We are in the World Cup here. ODI World Cup is happening in India this year. Top 3 teams in your opinion?
It's very, very early to comment on those things, and at the moment every team is playing, and so it's a bit early to comment on who are the best 3 teams will be.
Rizwan.
Good afternoon. I'm Sir Rani from Greater Kashmir District. Shri Jayasuriya, when I call my childhood memories, you played T20 cricket in one days and Test cricket when T20 was actually not born. So, do you wish you have played in today's era? Because you would have been smashed it in the leagues.
Actually, I would have loved to, but in my cricket career, I played last my 3 years. Just before it, I played T20 cricket, and also I played 3 years of Mumbai Indians for IPL. So I think that's the way it is, you know. Whatever I played with passion, and I'm happy that Test matches and ODIs and the few T20 cricket I played, I'm very happy with that.
So, I have just four
Yeah.
more questions. So
Yeah,
please,
please.
You are a renowned sports person, but you are in a special institution. You might be aware that Sri Lanka has the highest literacy rate, 92 point something, despite being a conflict rate. So, how important you see education in the conflict on like place like Kashmir? And what is your suggestion for youth pursuing education here in Kashmir?
I think always India has a education, very good education system, and also the first time I came to Kashmir and Srinagar, they have a very good system here. I think Mr. Khan as a chairman, principal, they all doing their best for the students and the parents, make sure that the parents will be happy. And in end of the day, when you finish school, you can say that I'm from this particular school, doing school, and I did this, and because of this school only I'm in this position. Like I always say in my school in Sri Lanka. So our school system also in a very good system. That's why our literature rate is so high. But the Indian system is very good, and these international schools are doing great because they know that they need to keep those standards high and discipline high, and they do everything possible to maintain.
So, sir, I have a
Sir,
question.
one last question, please.
Okay.
Sir, in recent past, you called for restoration of democracy in Sri Lanka. Do you suggest holding elections in Kashmir, which are long overdue in Kashmir also?
This politics I don't want to comment, unfortunately. I am here for this particular thing, and Sri Lanka is doing well now as my country, and we went through a bit of a difficult period in Sri Lanka. So I will tell this for once and for all because it's easier. So that question will come from everyone. So for you all to tell, this is the best way. My country almost a year ago went through a very, very bad period. The protest went on, and the people wants a change. It happened. Now the people wants a future, the Sri Lankans. So we are looking forward now. Whatever we did, it's in history now. So now everything in place. We don't have any issues at the moment. So what we want is for you all, for media, when you want to show anything in Sri Lanka, show some positive images of Sri Lanka, not the protests. So I am involving tourism as a brand ambassador for Sri Lanka. So this is the best time I can come up and say my country is safe, can visit. You all can see anything in my country. Chairman have visited my country.
Twice.
Chairman twice visited, and he has gone north, south, east, everywhere in my country, my island. So it's a safe place to travel. So anybody who wants to travel to Sri Lanka, Indians, please go and you have a good time. So the visit Sri Lanka is very important, and there's nothing to worry. Just one thing I'm asking, show some nice images of my country, not what we went through the history. Thank you.
Sir, I have a question. Kashmir might not be sending enough number of players to international cricket, but recently Kashmir is sending its cricket bid at international level, which recently made a debut. But it has been used by UAE and some Oman only, not the highly profile players like Virat and other. So what would you like to recommend to the Kashmiri craftsmen who are crafting this cricket bat to make it to high profile level players like Virat and some other Babar Azam?
I didn't get your question properly.
So my question is Kashmiri bat. Which
Bats.
Bats, yeah,
Ah,
exactly.
yes. Yeah, I think it's up to the individual players also. So, but I have heard Kashmiri bats. So I think I have played with those bats. So it's nothing wrong with the bats. So it has gone to international level.
So with that question, I would also like to ask that cricket has been always worked as a bridge between the countries to overcome the difference. But in recent past, we have seen India and Pakistan hasn't played any bilateral series. They have played some ICC events, but not a bilateral series. So what?
But the
from
thing
this
is,
what would you
if the
like to say?
domestic issues in your specific countries, I can't talk about. Unfortunately, I'm an outsider. I'm a Sri Lankan, so I'm just I just want to speak about the school event. Unfortunately, I won't be able to talk about your domestic issues. I'm sorry.
Sir, my last question is only related to sports. You might have heard about Umran Malik. Do you see Umran Malik as future of Jammu and Kashmir?
I think when player representing from their own place, I think it's a big value for these Kashmiri people. You know, when I came from down south Matara, it's the first time somebody represents Sri Lanka from my hometown. It's about 200-300 kilometers away from Colombo. So people coming from outside, it's always better for the cricket. So that's a good thing happening because it's all over India. People are coming and playing Indian team. It's good. It's all over Sri Lanka. People coming and playing for Sri Lanka. It's good. So I'm not from Colombo. I'm deep down south. So it's happening everywhere in the world. So it's happening in India. That's very good.
Here, Sanath, this is Imran Naik from Kashmir News Bureau. This side, Frank. If you get an offer from BCCI or the Jammu and Kashmir administration to train or coach budding Kashmiri cricketers, will you join?
It's very difficult. I have my commitments in Sri Lanka at the moment. So to consult few things, few opinions I can do, but with my commitment in Sri Lanka, I can't take a big responsible job.
And second question is, how can we promote or boost tourism through cricket?
Yeah, I think there are a lot of cricketers cricket academies who can visit Sri Lanka. There are cricket academies who visit India. So I have my cricket academy in Sri Lanka. We visited in Delhi, Bangalore, so many places we have visited and played cricket. So it's all up to two academies to talk and get things done because tourism is one of the biggest things for Sri Lanka. So I always promote, it's honorary job I am doing. So very happy to help if anybody wants to come, any cricket academy wants to visit Sri Lanka, yes, why not?
Sanath, with your permission, I would like to ask a cricket question. IPL, the Big Bash, this Bangladesh League, they are all big money spenders. Did Sri Lanka miss a trick did they join it late, the Lankan League?
You'll have to start somewhere, no? So we started now. We played about 2 years or 3 years LPL now, Lankan Premier League. That's the good thing. You never too late to start something. So we already started now. It's happening in Sri Lanka.
What is the standard of cricket in Sri Lanka? We have seen them losing to minnows. They barely qualified for the T20 knockouts, the Super 6 stages, last World Cup, T20.
Yeah, I think we won the Asia Cup though recently. These things happens. The cricket is always you go through a good time and a bad time, the both. So I think the Sri Lanka team also sometimes go through a little bit of lean patch. So just because of that, they are not qualified for one tournament. They will qualify for the next tournament. So like that, nobody expected them to win the Asia Cup, which we did.
So how do you see their chances, Sri Lankan chances at the World Cup?
We are at the qualified station. We need to play, I think, qualified games. So we'll wait and see.
So there's a lot of praise across the country for IPL, Sri Lanka League, Bangladesh Premier League, Pakistan Super League. But most of the cricketers of your age have criticized this IPL pattern cricket. They're again advocating Test cricket and ODI cricket. How do you see this criticism?
It depends on some individual opinions because I can't comment on any individual's comments. But for me, I have seen a lot of cricketers have come because of IPL, and they came and played a lot of international cricket. So that's good for India. It's like every other country. Bangladesh, it's like that. Australia, it's like that. There are good things happening. So there are some individuals coming up. There are things, negative things, but which I think I should not comment on.
Sanath, I want to ask you a question. Nowadays, we are seeing players burning out. So many budding players coming up and then reaching a particular pace, fizzling out. And when you started Test cricket, I remember you were not that illustrious in your cricketing abilities. There was a time when you were fizzling out virtually. Then came 1996 World Cup, and there was a paradigm shift in your play, in your cricket. And there we saw a totally different Sanath Jayasuriya after 1996. Not only in one-day cricket, but in Test cricket. And then you started IPL, in my perception, in 1996 itself. 2020, which we saw later, actually was started by Sanath Jayasuriya. How do you see the IPL right now, and particularly how do the youngsters break that mental barrier when they reach the highest summit, but they cannot stay there for long? How to break that mental barrier?
It all depends on the individual player, how do you play and how do you want to stay in the long version of the game, the 50-over game and the T20 game. So, as long as you perform as a Test cricketer, as a ODI cricketer or a T20 cricketer, you remain in the team. But only thing is, you need to look after your body, because it's a lot of cricket happening. So you need to maintain your fitness. So if you fit enough to play all these and go all over the world and play, why not? The cricketers, the period of playing is very small period. It's not very long period. So in that period, they need to get maximum out of it. So it all depends on the fitness and all these things. Because since when we were playing, we played mostly on 50 overs and Test cricket. But that's also a lot of cricket. But now it's the player burning out because of the T20 cricket are there. So they have to play. Because you can't say no to these events also. So it's all individual.
It's a very difficult thing for them to balance.
Yeah, but the thing is,
Test cricket and one day.
yeah, but individual player knows how his body works. So that is all the individuals can do, is because we can't talk about other players' fitness. That all depends on the individual player.
So, question. Last question from my side.
Yeah,
While growing up, you might have seen rise and downfall of LTT. So,
which one?
LTT. So, in view of that, what's your suggestion to build groups here?
I'm sorry, I can't answer these questions. Unfortunately, I'm a cricketer. I'm just about here for this school. I think you all should ask about this school, because school principal and the chairperson have done a lot of things for Srinagar to get the cricketers cricket library and the ground and school cricket. Everything is being done. So I think what we need is more players come from this valley. Everyone will be happy. So this is what he is doing. So this is what everyone wants from Kashmir people wants. So I hope you all will support that.
Sanath sir, in subcontinental, most of the cricketers are using the matting wicket, and in Kashmir it is particularly everywhere you find it, from city to rural areas. Would you like to suggest to them that matting cricket is not going to help you in the modern cricket and the advanced cricket?
In Sri Lanka, my place also I play matting. It's still there. So you need to. It's you didn't play a hard ball cricket straight away. I played rubber ball, tennis ball. It's a process. So in some schools in Sri Lanka, most schools, some still have the matting. So it's a process. It's turnover, its change will be there, but it will take time. But the matting cricket, I don't mind playing.
Your message for
Thank you very much.
Sir, your message for the educational setup in Jammu Kashmir, since you have started from your own interest.
Yeah, that's what I just said that. I just few minutes ago, I just said that the chairman, Mr. Khan, and the principal at this Doon school, they're doing their utmost best for the people in this the valley, and I hope the parents and everyone and media should support what he is doing.